Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be doing a video over the Spinoconstrictor family. So, as you can see, let's go ahead and get started with Spinosaurus. I grabbed Spinosaurus Gen 2 as well, oh my god. But, we'll just go ahead and grab Spinosaurus. Now, Spinosaurus is, your typical bleeder, lethal wound, couple fierce attacks. Unfortunately, though, he isn't immune to D-Cell, which I kind of don't like. I do wish he was. And I do think a lot of bleeders should be immune to D-Cells. That's what a lot of tanks have. Well, used to have anyways. Actually, most tanks still do have D-Cell. They also have vulnerability as well. However, the bleed still helps with that. I mean, he also has no escape. He's overall pretty average stats for a bleeder. Oh boy, Ender Circus. I'm screwed! Oh, yeah. Jesus. If that could have one-shot me from full health. Well, good thing is we have a couple cuttings. Right, now, on to Diliphobo. Diliphobo is actually, overall, it's a decent cutting. It's not the best out there, but it's definitely still pretty fun. I wish it had a little more health, and definitely a lot more damage, because, I'm sorry, you somehow mix 1,300 and, 1,850, and you get 1,100 damage? What the hell? It just kind of boggles my mind that even was possible. But, oh well. It has decent resistances, at least, to make up for that. It has 6 or something like that. It might have ton of immunity as well. But, I guess, this poor dude. This poor dude has a bunch of fierces to fight the cunning. Oof. Now, I could have gone for sidestep there, but I'm just going to try and kill him as quickly as possible. And he did Fierce Strike anyways. Ow. Definitely did armor piercing it, but... Boom. But yeah, overall, Diliphobo, pretty fun cunning. That on-escape evasive strike is pretty nice. I'll give it that. Plus, the Venom's counter is actually pretty good. It's not the best out there, but it's decent. I mean, Swamp Prevention kind of hurts it, I'm not going to lie, because it kind of ruins the entire gimmick. I would have actually preferred Deceleration myself, but oh well. Alright. Now, as you can see, we actually had the proper ones this time. Titanoboa and Dilophosaurus Gen 2. I'm going to go ahead and do Dilophosaurus and see what they pull up. Damn it. At least it only does vulnerable now, so... I'm still screwed, but I can do some damage at least. I can now do 2 turns. Level 15, though, 1 impact still did actually a decent amount of damage. Of course, it's only an impact, but oh well. No. That's a cunning. Why does it do that damage? That's not okay. Alright, let's go ahead and pull up Titanoboa. Now, he is slower, however, if you... Oh, actually, wait, I'm faster. Never mind, I'm dumb. I have to use Accelerating Impact, though. Yum. Quetzalcoatlus incoming. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and just do it. I'm fairly certain I'm just gonna be dead anyway, so what's the point? Alright. It's 1 turn of shields. Ow. Oh, great. Now I have vulnerable on me. Now, if only I was slightly faster, I would be able to do vulnerable and then another precise rampage. Alright, shield should be gone, so at least I'll get another decent rampage off. What? I'm sorry, did that seriously stay up for 3 turns? No. What? Yeah, that stayed up for 3 turns. Taunting shields should last only 2. I'm confused. The cheese is not smooth. Oh god. They stuck him 1 shot him with a strike with a Spino. Yeah. Spino's I'm gonna say it, Spino's the king of bleeding. Simply the fact that it has wounding counter, now that it has evasive wounding strike, it can once again do 50% bleed. Actually, it does a little more. It does 53% bleed in 1 turn, as long as they attack. That's just the thing. It is a counterattack, but now that your bleed no longer depends on you actually being attacked, you can still get some decent damage off with it. Is it great? No. But it's a nice counterattack for anything that can be bled. And overall, just it's actually really good now, especially with the new buff. I do kind of wish I had a Cunning Strike as well, but I mean, it has evasive wounding strike now, so I'm not going to complain that much about it. And it also got a huge stat buff, so that was pretty nice. I'll take that. Again, though, just Cunning Strike maybe. It also got stun resistance and decel resistance up to 75, which is amazing because now it can speed tie Gem if Gem decelerates, which is really good. All right, I'm gonna do Dillo again. If God had wanted me to live, He would not have created this. Though I die 10 HP, boys. I'm just glad I didn't do Shielding Strike. I did half of his HP. Right, there we go. There's a Shielding Strike. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and grab a Spinoconstrictor. I do wish there was a little more resilient besides Precise Rampage, but oh well. It technically should be a wild card because it comes from 3 different classes, Spinospheres, Titan. I don't understand why Dilophosaurus Dilophoboa somehow has no resilient moves besides Precise Rampage. Seriously? And again, the swap prevention on the Venom's counter really doesn't help out its gimmick, which is, if you swap, you take damage, and now it gets a buff. But, oh well. But back to Spinoconstrictor. Flock Destroyer, basically. Just Flock Destroyer. Of course, Compu Gen 2 is actually going to be one of the better ones against it, simply to the fact that Courageous Alert is still pretty good. It's one of the better strikes out there. It's not too good, but still, that 100% crit chance, no matter what, on an instant strike is very good, and especially with the pretty decent damage. I think it has 1,200, 1,300 damage. So, it's pretty decent. In Impact and Run, very nice. Bruh. You just sit through the dodge. And we just deleted him in a single crit. Alright, there we go. Success. Alright, that's 2 wins for me. Go ahead. Alright, decent coins. But yeah, overall, Spinoconstrictor got a huge buff, and I really do appreciate that, because the snakes really haven't gotten a lot of love recently. So that was a nice change. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. You cannot stop me, I'm just that stupid. Ah, great. Ah, no. Here we go again. I mean, they could do Protective Alert. Or not. Bruh. Bruh. Great, of course. Now they do it. Okay. I mean, I'm still dead, but oh well. At least the flock member's gone. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull out. Actually, let's do the Dilophoboa again. Because why not? I mean, so, now with the Dilophoboa, do I have to go? I had to go Precise Rampage. Lovely. Yep, Lord Decoy. Ow. And again, he would be dead if it didn't have swap prevention. Because it would just auto-swapped. I mean, that does allow me to, rebuild my my Precise Rampage. I'm dead. I'm just gonna swap. Because again, Spinoconstrictor is anti-flock confirmed. And it actually hurts Testa a pretty decent amount. It's not the best against Testa. Nothing really is at this point. Because, stupid good and you can just swap whenever. But back to Spinoconstrictor. I mean, it's a major bleeder, and I definitely do think it would be the king of bleeding. Simply due to the fact that, again, 53% of your health gone in the first turn. And then even if you do kill it, that's a guaranteed another 20% unless you swap, which then you'll take damage. Or, you know, it's just, this thing is definitely very powerful in the right hands and in the right situation. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use Instant Distraction. That's one thing I do kind of like about it now. I never liked that it had both Evasive Stance and Instant Distraction because they were kind of useless in my opinion. I mean, now with Evasive, when you strike, at least it has a decent chance. Especially against things like Thor, which are, for some reason, immune to bleed. Or resistant anyways, not immune. But still. But not only that, it also gives it a chance against things like Erlen Dominus and a couple others. I can't... I mean, Erlicus Pick still would destroy this thing. It's immune to bleed and does a lot... I mean, overall, definitely very good anti-tank. Not much else. Still, though, fun anti-tank because of how you actually have to counter the tanks. Alright, overall, pretty good harvest from that. No, I didn't want that. Let's go ahead and... I think I should honestly do a little bit of Titanic. I haven't done him much. But yep, I mean, seriously though. Or, actually, no, let's do Spinosaurus. Alright, well, not a bad pick at least. The fuck is screwed. I think they're immune to a swap function though, so... Random crit. 5% crit chance. Yeah, sure. Boom. Just got an off and 5% random crit chance. They're so good. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and do Fierce Strike real quick. Because, I mean, they're bleeding anyways. Now he got his own crit. I think he has like a 10% chance though, or something. Not completely sure. I don't usually use those. Alright, Bruh. This is the one time where I wish I had bleed. It's also kind of funny how Ornithomimus isn't immune to bleed anymore. I'm still not used to that. Even though it's been like 8 patches or something since it got the bleed immunity removed. It's like, really? Okay. Alright, at least now we get a little bleed off, but not much. It's not going to do... You know what, actually? I'm going to big brain to this. I'm going to swap. Titanic. This is like... This is one of the best epic creatures for tournaments, simply due to the fact that that on-escape rampage just did so much damage. Not only that, but it's stupid good as well. It's just a deterrent against swappers, simply due to the fact that, you know, if you swap, you're taking minimum 2,600 damage, and with the crit, it easily turns into 3,000 plus. Right? At least this time I am faster, so I can actually play vulnerability. But this looks at... Yeah. Overall, Spinoconstrictor, very interesting family. It goes from anti-cunning to anti-fierce, so anti-tank. It's kind of weird, but it's definitely enjoyable, and if you haven't played it yet, I would definitely recommend at least trying it out, because overall, pretty fun family. I do enjoy it. That's why I have it on my team. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.